So good evening, everyone. So as always say during these meetings, we are going to spend some time together now. So let's be open-hearted. Let's welcome each other with trust. Be relaxed, be at peace. Nobody wants to convince you of anything special. My purpose is mainly to uplift the consciousness of people. It's not so much to convince about anything, anybody. So you can keep your own convictions, which is just mental stuff to me. But you can uplift your consciousness and feel better. Have a more clear perception about yourself. It's somehow like when you go to listen to a concert that you like, music that you like. That makes you feel good. The lyrics, the words may be important or unimportant. It's the way you feel that it's important. So, in my way of spiritual practice, I understand very helpful, very functional, effective, the singing of holy songs, which can be in several languages. Because holy songs, holy music is very uplifting, is very contagious, and catches you very easily and without much effort. You just have to listen and to let yourself be pulled by the vibrations, the frequencies of the music and the songs. So I would like to see you relaxed and at peace, not with a tense face, because a tense face doesn't make you feel good. So I will begin with a few songs. I'm going to sing some songs in Indian languages. I have had a very long story with India. First time I went to India was in 1973. And since then I've been there for 35 times. I've been learning a lot from India. I'm not Indian, but I really absorbed a lot from that culture, both at a philosophical way, spiritual way, music, songs, medical system. I have been an Ayurvedic therapist for many years. Now I'm a retired person. So some of the songs I'm going to sing, they are in Indian language. To say Indian language is quite confusing because in India there are so many languages. So the songs I'm going to sing, they are in Punjabi language, sometimes in Hindi. Then I will sing some in Italian. I am Italian. So I've written a lot of songs, both in Italian, in English. So please listen with all of your attention. Try to be present here where you are. Don't think about what was before, what's going to be after, because that's not what you're doing now. That's the human problem, the big human problem. Because we are never present in the living present, what you are doing. We are always thinking about past and future. So we don't enjoy our life because we are not there in the living present where we should be. So to make anything meaningful, involving, to make it a pleasure, we have to try to be focused, well concentrated on what we are doing right at this moment. Because that's it. As I said, we can have so many conventions, beliefs, systems. But that doesn't help in making you well focused in what you're doing. I would say it's more confusing than helping having belief systems, because you're all the time thinking about something. And the real pleasure of life, the real bliss and ecstasy of life, comes when you don't think about anything. When you are with an empty mind and with a well-focused attention. So please, try to be here and enjoy this time we have together.
Guru
तेरे बाद जो दुनिया थे मेरा कोई और ना। सतगुरु यार मेरी जिंदगी सवर दे, कर्मा दे मरे तेरे दर ते पुकार दे। शर्म आई तेरी आया मैनू तो कराई ना। शर्म आई तेरी आया मैनू तो कराई ना। दुख में तेरे पाइए और तार फाइना। सतगुरु प्यार मेरी जिंदगी सवर दे, कर्मा दे मरे तेरे दर ते पुकार दे। सतगुरु प्यार मेरी जिंदगी सवर दे, कर्मा दे मरे तेरे दर ते पुकार दे। दुख नाले तापिया तू दिल मेरा तर दे। दुख नाले तापिया तू दिल मेरा तर दे। सतगुरु प्यार मेरी जिंदगी सवार दे। सतगुरु प्यार मेरी जिंदगी सवर दे, कर्मा दे मरे तेरे दर ते पुकार दे। सतगुरु प्यार मेरी जिंदगी mare tere, dar te pukar de. Satguru प्यार मेरी जिंदगी सबर दे कर्मा दे मर तेरे दर ते पुकार दे दर ते पुकार So this song says, Sadguru, my beloved, please improve my life. Suffering because of karma, I am praying at your door. Over you I have no control. Over you I have no power. Except you in this world, no one belongs to me. I have come to your refuge. Do not refuse me. I have had so many sufferings and half of agony. Refresh my heart, which is inflamed with pain. Beloved Sadguru, improve my life. It's good. So we go with Savanka. कभी आओ कभी आओ कभी आओ सावन कभी आओ कभी आओ कभी आओ गुजरी हुई दुनिया को मेरी आके बसाओ उजरी हुई दुनिया को मेरी आके बसाओ तुम पास नहीं कौन सुने मेरी कहानी तुम पास नहीं कौन सुने मेरी कहानी सावन कभी आओ तो सुनो मेरी जवानी सावन कभी आओ तो सुनो मेरी जबानी मैं तेरे सिवा किसको कहूँ ये तो बताओ मैं तेरे सिवा किसको कहूँ ये तो बताओ सावन कभी आओ कभी आओ कभी आओ उजरी हुई दुनिया को मेरी आके बसाओ। सवं कभी आओ, कभी आओ, कभी आओ। सवं कभी आओ, कभी आओ, कभी आओ। उजरी हुई दुनिया को मेरी आके बसाओ। उजरी हुई दुनिया को मेरी आके बसाओ। जो बानी पे जवानी है और चदनी रतीन। जो बानी पे जवानी है और चदनी रतीन। तुम भूल गए सवां क्यों प्यारे की बतीन। तुम भूल गए सवां क्यों प्यारे की बतीन। जब प्रीत लगाया है तो अब तुरे निभाओ। जब प्रीत लगाया है तो अब तुरे निभाओ। उजरी हुई दुनिया को मेरी आके बसाओ। उजरी हुई दुनिया को मेरी आके बसाओ। सवं कभी आओ, कभी आओ, कभी आओ। सवं कभी आओ, कभी आओ, कभी आओ। उजरी हुई दुनिया को मेरी आके बसाओ। उजरी हुई दुनिया को मेरी आके बसाओ। तुम पास नहीं कौन सुने मेरी कहानी। तुम पास नहीं कौन सुने मेरी कहानी। सावं कभी आओ तो सुनो मेरी जबानी। सावं कभी आओ तो सुनो मेरी जबानी। मैं तेरे सिवा किसको कहूँ ये तो बताओ। मैं तेरे सिवा किसको कहूँ ये तो बताओ। उजरी हुई दुनिया को मेरी आके बसाओ। उजरी हुई दुनिया को मेरी आके बसाओ। सवं कभी आओ, कभी आओ, कभी आओ। सवं कभी आओ, कभी आओ, कभी आओ। उजरी हुई दुनिया को मेरी आके बसाओ। उजरी हुई दुनिया को मेरी आके बसाओ। रोते हुए Savan kabiao, kabiao, kabiao. Savan kabiao, kabiao, kabiao. Hujri hui duniya ko meri aake basao. Hujri hui duniya ko meri aake basao. Hujri hui duniya ko meri aake basao. So now we have one in Italian. You want to read the translation before?
So first I read the translation to you in English. So it goes like this. Fly, fly, fly my soul, on the sweet wings of Nam, up to Satguru. Fly, fly. Of earth and water no longer we are. Ether and the air have conquered us. Subtle and light is our state, since his forgiving glance was laid upon us. Oh, how nice to have arrived at this state, after having crossed the desert for so long. Of thirst and the heat we have had enough, for springs, rivers and green we frenzied. In gardens and rose gardens dug in the soul we want to remain. Up to satiety of this goodness we want to feel ourselves. With extreme gratitude at his feet we want to bow down. Our egos at your door we want to lay. Of ourselves and our troubles we want to forget. Into the oblivion we want to sink our past life. Only the glory of the awakening we want to remember. To protect this achievement we are ready to give our life. Eternal God, for you we want to crave. In your diligent remembrance we want to shatter the mind. In the sea of resplendent light we want to be drowned. The Nirvikalpa Samadhi we want to achieve. Absence of me, presence of thee we want to practice. No more I, only in God is our common way of living. In the supreme peace it's our customary place. Divine beauty from our faces we want to radiate. Fly, fly, fly my soul, on the sweet wings of Nam, up to Satguru. Fly, fly.
fino a Satguru vola vola, vola vola, vola vola, vola animo mio, sulle ali soavi del Nam, fino a Satguru vola vola, vola vola, di terra e d'acqua più non siamo, l'etere e l'aria ci han conquistato, sottile e leggero è il nostro stato, da quando il suo sguardo clemente su noi s'è posato. Di terra e d'acqua più non siamo, l'etere e l'aria ci han conquistato, sottile e leggero è il nostro stato, da quando il suo sguardo clemente su noi s'è posato. Oh, che bello essere giunti a questo stato, dopo per lungo il deserto aver attraversato, di sete e calura più non ne potevamo, per sorgenti, fiumi e verde smaniavamo. Oh, che bello essere giunti a questo stato, dopo per lungo il deserto aver attraversato, di sete e calura più non ne potevamo, per sorgenti, fiumi e verde smaniavamo. Vola, vola, vola animo mio, sulle ali soavi del Nam, fino a Satguru vola vola, vola vola, in giardini e roseti scavati nell'animo vogliamo sostare, fino a sazietà di questa bontà ci vogliamo colmare, con estrema gratitudine ai suoi piedi ci vogliamo prostrare, il nostro ego sulla sua soglia vogliamo posare. Giardini e roseti scavati nell'animo vogliamo sostare fino a sazietà di questa bontà, ci vogliamo colmare con estrema gratitudine ai suoi piedi, ci vogliamo prostrare. Il nostro ego sulla sua soglia vogliamo posare. Assenza di me, presenza di te, vogliamo praticare. Non più io, solo Dio, è il nostro comune vivere. Nella pace suprema il nostro consueto stare. La bellezza divina dal nostro viso vogliamo irradiare. Vola, 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 animo mio, sulle ali soavi del Nam, fino a Satguru vola, 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 vola. Di noi stessi e dei nostri guai ci vogliamo dimenticare. La nostra vita passata nell'oblio vogliamo affossare. Solo la gloria del risveglio vogliamo ricordare. Per proteggere questa conquista la vita siamo pronti a dare. Di noi stessi e dei nostri guai ci vogliamo dimenticare. La nostra vita passata nell'oblio vogliamo affossare. Solo la gloria del risveglio vogliamo ricordare. Per proteggere questa conquista la vita siamo pronti a dare. Vola, 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 animo mio, sulle ali soavi del Nam, fino a Satguru vola, 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 vola. Dio eterno, per te vogliamo smaniare. Nel tuo assiduo ricordo la mente vogliamo annientare. Nel mare di luce splendente vogliamo affogare. I nirvikalpa samadhi vogliamo realizzare. Dio eterno, per te vogliamo smaniare. Nel tuo assiduo ricordo la mente vogliamo annientare. Nel mare di luce splendente vogliamo affogare. Il nirvikalpa Sankalpa Samadhi vogliamo realizzare. Assenza di me, presenza di te, vogliamo praticare. Non più io, solo Dio, è il nostro comune vivere. Nella pace suprema è il nostro consueto stare. La bellezza divina dal nostro viso vogliamo irradiare. Vola, 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 animo mio, sulle ali soavi del Nam, fino a Satguru vola, 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 So now we have one in English. Sing. Sun is rising. The sun is rising like on the first dawn. The light is shining within my soul. The sun is rising like on the first dawn. The light is shining within my soul. This light emanates from the Godhead, and it shines on our forehead. This light emanates from the Godhead, is shining within my soul. When we sit in meditation, we activate the third eye. When we sit in meditation, we activate the third eye. When the third eye opens, we are flooded with light. We experience ecstasy and inner delight. When the third eye opens, we are flooded with light. We experience ecstasy and inner delight. The sun is rising like on the first dawn. The light is shining within my soul. Then we discover our divine nature. We bow down to yours endless stature. Then we discover our divine nature. We bow down to yours endless stature. Kirpal, my Lord and Gurudeva, I will forever perform your seva. Kirpal, my Lord and Gurudeva, I will forever perform your seva. The sun is rising like on the first dawn. The light is shining within my soul. The sun is rising like on the first dawn. The light is shining within my soul. Within my soul. So this song says, the sun is rising within my soul. The light is shining within my soul. So all of us human beings, we are looking for the purpose of life. We are trying to find a purpose for our life, give a reason, a motive, a scope, a goal. And of course, everyone has his own understanding about what can be the goal of life. Most of the people in this world do understand that the goal of life is to make money, become rich, maybe have a big house, a big car, be famous, important. But all of these are very transitory things which cannot take with us. We keep gathering stuff in this world to make ourselves happy, to give pleasure to our life. But anything, even the most beautiful and special thing of this world, it's nice for us, it's interesting for us for a while, and then we lose interest in it. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is going to give us a lasting pleasure. And the thing is, the more things we gather, the more frustrated we become, the more unhappy we become, and the more our mind becomes scattered, full of worries and thoughts, full of anxieties. We are afraid of losing what we have. So does world power, richness, fame and name in this world give us real contentment? I don't see these very important people to be very happy. I see them to be very, very unhappy actually. They always need something else in order to be able to live. So most of the people are always looking outside of them, of themselves, to give purpose to life. But the real pleasure, the real world, the real deep happiness and bliss, they are just inside of ourselves. We are like a person who has so much wealth and goes around begging, unaware of what he has or she has. So we go around begging for objects and again objects, in order to give us pleasure, purpose for life. And all this world, which is the divinity which is inside of us, we never touch it. We never experience it. So we don't use what we have. We have a big potential as human beings. But we are so identified with our body, with our senses, with our mind, our convictions about life, We never find time to look within ourselves, see what is there, what lies there inside of us. And in order to look within ourselves and find what lies inside of us, we should be able to make our mind peaceful, our mind still. Because it's only when the mind becomes still and peaceful that this other dimension of life opens up, which is the spiritual dimension. So the real purpose of life is to come in touch with the spiritual side of ourselves. This is the most important thing in life. All the rest is like a condiment. It's not the main dish. The main dish is finding the divinity inside of ourselves, experiencing it. Not just believing it, but experiencing it. It's quite different. We, if we are believers, we believe there is a God, maybe, according to our convictions, our religion, if we have any. But believing is not enough. It's like believing that you can cook something and eat it. But you don't actually cook it and eat it. You just believe in it. That may be possible. You know a recipe, but you never made the recipe in practical. So that's religion. You believe in something, you never know what it is. So to me, an intelligent person tries to experience, not to believe. Most of the people believe in something without really analyzing what they do believe in. We are born in a country where everybody is Christian. We are baptized, we become Christians. Maybe we never read the Bible. Most of the Christians have never read the Bible, but they believe in it. So is this to be intelligent? You believe in something without analyzing that something. If it really fits with you, if it really appeals to you, what they teach there, the doctrine, the theology that they teach, does it fit with you? If you are born in a country where they are Buddhists, you become a Buddhist. Country where they are Muslims, you become a Muslim. And that's how people are considered today. You're born in a country where they are Muslims, they are all Muslims. Christians, they're all Christians. Buddhists, they're all Buddhists. But maybe they don't know anything about the religion they believe in. So in this case, I prefer an atheist, who maybe choose to be an atheist because there is a God. I haven't seen it, so why should I believe in it? So I would say the agnostic attitude is the best. I believe in something when I can't know that something. Otherwise, I don't believe in it. So that was my attitude in life. I refused the belief system in which I was born, and I thought, I experience life, see what comes. And I believe only in what I will experience. And this reasoning came to me when I was 14, 15 years old. I was born a Christian, but at some point, this doctrine and theology of Christianity, it didn't make logic to me anymore. So I thought, okay, I refuse this God because I don't like the way they present it to me. I experience life and see what happens. So that's what I did. I went through many experiences. And at some point I understood that anyway, all this, what I was doing, was not really making me happy. Actually, more frustrated and more confused. I went through politics, but it's all a fight over there. Fight for power, for importance. You know, I was born in 1952. So those years when I was young, like 19, 18, 19, 20, there was all this political movement going on in Europe, in Italy a lot. I was living in Milan, so I got very involved into that because I thought through politics, maybe we can improve the society. But very soon I became very disappointed because I saw just a fight for power over there. So what to do? The questions, you know, what am I here for? What is this life for? Some people, by the way, they're always happy with objects, gathering objects. They give purpose to their life. But to me, no. So finding a purpose for life. So then I became very attracted to yoga, meditation, Indian culture. I read some books on Buddhism, Hinduism. I heard that maybe in India there were living masters. So I thought, well, maybe I should go to India, see if something happens. So in this state of confusion, at some point, I had a very wonderful experience, which just happened spontaneously, and it happened here in Amsterdam. It was in 1972. I was in a state of kind of anguish, with these thoughts gathering in my mind about what to do with my life. Up to a month ago, I was very happy with myself. Then I went into a crisis. So what to do with my life? So I was kind of sinking in this anguish or worry. And at some point it was like, I remember a sentence which I had read sometime before in a magazine, which was a magazine about yoga again and meditation. So he said, love is the power that moves everything. Love is the power that creates and sustains the whole world. Something like this. So I began repeating this sentence because it made me feel good. And I just kept repeating it. And at some point it was like touching a spring inside of myself, which projected me into a state of consciousness, which was just fantastic. As clear as daylight, in which you see very clearly what is the purpose of life, why we are born, why we are here. It was like seeing life for the first time with a magnifying lens and seeing everything so clear. What was the purpose of my life? Realizing truth is the purpose of life. The truth of existence. So then, you know, this experience was so fantastic that I just wanted to have it all the time. But by and by it faded away. So what to do to get it back? I began studying all possible philosophies and religions. I bought 13 books and I delved into them. And for 1 year, I began practicing yoga, meditation, all the techniques which I found in these books in order to bring back this state of consciousness. Because that was the only true moment in my life. So then, after 1 year of trying very hard like this, I decided to go to India. So I took this very long trip to India. And I was very lucky because after a few days I was there, I was given the address of a person, of a master. I went to see him. And just a trip, going to the place, from the place where I was to the place where this master was, it was like such a shift in consciousness that when I reached that place, I was in such an ecstatic state. I looked up on the sky, and I saw like a halo of light, like a dome of light, covering the whole area, the whole place. So I thought to myself, where I ended up? Am I still on this planet or where I am? So anyway, I went to this master. I really fell in love with this master. I liked him terribly. He was very stern with me. For 2 times, first time when I reached there, and the following day, he told me, just go away. But I was so caught by the energy of the place and by the person that I kept going back. Eventually he initiated me in his path, which is in India is called Surashabd Yoga. Surashabd Yoga means uniting Surat, which is attention, with Shabad, which is the divine light. And of course, yoga means union. So union of Surat with Shabad. Surat can be soul, consciousness. So I had such wonderful experiences over there with this person that when I came back to Italy, I went on meditating for 2 years all day long. Now, I was 20 years old. Usually 20 years old people are very restless. So can you sit the whole day there in silent and deep meditation? Unless you're really pulled inside by such a strong magnet. So I was sitting in meditation and I was caught by the light, and 3 hours would go without being aware of it. So I had 3 sittings like this, and the day was gone. And this went on for 2 years. Then, of course, I had to work to earn my living. So I had to go back to life somehow. But it was like a baby, you know, that begins walking again, begins acting in the world again. Because when you have such powerful experiences, you become as pure as a baby, really. So by and by, anyway, I was able to. And I was thinking to myself, how am I going through this life? If I keep being in this condition, how am I going to live my life? But then, you know, everything just happens by itself. And now, 52 years after this, I can say that my life has been just wonderful and very well taken care of. Everything I needed has been given to me. My master told me to create an ashram in Italy, because he used to come to Europe and give programs. So in 1979, I bought farmland in Tuscany. I used to live in Milan before. So I bought this land and I moved there, which was it was an abandoned place for 10 years. It was in such a bad shape. And I worked so hard for 2 years to reshape it, because my master had told me, if you make it ready, then I come and give a program there. He was going to the United States and South America to give programs there. So he said, if you organize something, then I come to Italy also and give a program. So that's how. And that's why I bought this place and worked so hard to prepare it. And it was a wonderful experience. So many people came and got benefited. So this story is going on since then. I've had 2 masters. They've all died, both of them. And in this place we keep having wonderful retreats of meditation. And this way I can say, really, life is beautiful. Life is a purpose. And once you experience something great like this, then you would like people to also benefit from that. Because what I understand, what is life all about? Is helping people to feel good, to benefit people. That's the purpose of life. If you have the good luck to be awakened spiritually, then after that, what do we have to do? We have to share this with other people. And that's what I've done all my life. So it's not so much about really being convinced about anything. It's about being a man, a real human being, that doesn't live just for himself or herself, but shares with others whatever grace, whatever blessing one might have gotten. So we as human beings have a big potential. And I don't tell you because I read it in books. I tell you because I know it by experience. Don't just be happy with an ordinary life. Just try to live an extraordinary life. Because we have this potential. And we can experience it, realize it. Life is very difficult. And at some point, after many years of being in this world, may become hard to believe that anything good may happen. But we should never give up. And always look for the real, for the truth. Because it's worthwhile. Because as we think, so we become. And what we deeply want, it will be granted to us. But it begins with us. We have to want it. There must be a request sent into the universe. And the universe will respond to us. If you never ask, never will be given to us. So don't just be happy with objects. I always say people like to gather objects. This thing, the other thing. That's not enough for life. Even the most precious something that we consider to be precious. to experience something divine. That's what gives value to life. But for this, we need help. By ourselves, most of us do not succeed. I myself needed help. That's why I took a 9,000 kilometers trip going to India by land, because I thought it has to be a long, let's say, journey looking for truth. If I go by plane, 9 hours I'm there in India. No, I have to go by land, via land, because then it's a real trip. Then it's a real quest for truth. And I must say, my request was sincere. And I got an answer. I got what I was looking for. So we get from the universe according to the intensity of our request. That's how life goes. We see of the world, of reality, what corresponds to us. All the rest we don't see. Because the objective reality is a reflection of our own subjective reality. We think that we all see the same world, the same reality. It's all the same for everybody. But it's just the opposite. It's different for each one of us. We all have a different psyche. We all have a different approach to life. Because we are all different. So each one of us has to find his own truth, which is not the same for two people. It's different for everyone. So make your own experience if you are interested in this topic. Don't just be happy with the experience of others, reading about the experience of others, listening to the experience of others. Make your own experience. Make your own inner journey to truth, which starts from this physical body, but transcends this physical body. We have to raise above body consciousness. That's where and when we begin to live. It's only when we learn how to die that we begin to live. And raising above body consciousness, it's learning how to die while we are alive. When I had meditations with my first guru, he often said, we are here to learn how to die while alive. That's what meditation is. Learning how to die while you're living. That means learning how to withdraw from this physical body. So it's not philosophy. It's not theology. It's a practical experience that we can all have. But most of us by ourselves, we are not capable of doing it. So as I associated with my guru for 25 years of my life, so many deep, intense spiritual retreats, We all need this kind of association. Because it's only during or in those very profound, prolonged, deep spiritual retreats that the light emerges. The mind becomes still at some point. The inner vision opens and the light manifests. And with the light comes bliss, ecstasy, intoxication, the most wonderful experiences, which really give a purpose to life. So doing a spiritual practice, that's what we have to do if we want to transcend this physical body and this thinking mind. Because we are all stuck there. Terribly identified with this physical body. We think we are this body. Who am I? Well, I'm this body. But this body is my body, it's not me. No, we are so identified that we don't realize that we say, my face, my head, my legs, my arms, my hands. So who am I? If this is mine, then who am I? My thoughts. So I'm not these thoughts, because they belong to me. It's not me. So who am I? Who the hell am I? I am a conscious being. I'm just consciousness. We are just consciousness. Momentarily living in a physical body and under the dominion of a thinking mind, which most of the time is not a friend of ours. Most of the time it's our enemy. It gives us a lot of troubles in the form of fears, worries, anxieties. As I said before, all the time being somewhere else than where we are. Always remembering things of the past and projecting imaginations about the future. So what kind of life is this? It's a miserable life. Because we never really are there where we are. So, if you want, if you want to get control of ourselves, our situation, we need to live a certain kind of life. You can't just be spread everywhere and in everything. You have to focus on something and doing that something. So in my whole life, I always gave priority to meditation practice, to my spiritual practice. Because as we feed our body in order to live, we also need to feed our spirit, our consciousness, in order to be spiritually alive. So every day we need to do our spiritual practice. Every day we need to do our meditation and come in touch with the light within us. Then we are spiritually alive. Otherwise we are spiritually dead. People say, I'm a spiritual person. You are a spiritual person if you're in touch with the spirit, means with the light. Otherwise, you are not a spiritual person. Again, you are a believer of some kind. So why am I telling all these things to you? Because this has been the experience of my life. This is what I know. I'm doing this for 52 years. I didn't just read a book or went to a seminary with somebody and then begin teaching to others, as many people do, just to make money. Again, all these teachers and gurus which are all around, why they do it? You have to pay for it. My masters did it always for free. And I've always done it for free. Because to make my money for my livelihood, I did my job. I was an Ayurvedic therapist, and that's how I earn my living. But my spiritual work, I always did it for free. All my retreats, all my seminars which I do, they are for free. I never take a penny. And that's a sign of a real master. Otherwise, you know what they are? Business people again. That's what they are. It's a lot like this in India, and it's a lot like this in the West. So finding a selfless master, one who does it just to benefit others, not for earning. That's very important to me. And I like my masters, both of them, because they were this kind of people. My first guru, Sankirpal Singh, he always worked in the ambit of the Indian government. He had a family, 3 children. So he did his job to support his family. And beside this, he did his spiritual practice, and he became a great man who influenced the life of thousands and thousands of people. My second master, who was a disciple of my first master, he used to live in Thar desert of Rajasthan. He had a big farm, and that's how he made his living. And all the programs which he gave in Europe, South America, North America, Africa, he did it for free, never took a penny. So that's a real spiritual person. That's a real master. So if you like to have this kind of experience, you can come to our ashram. We have retreats and experience it. It's a wonderful experience for all those who attend. It's really a transformative experience. I worked so hard to create this place, which is a very beautiful place by now. And why did they do it? I don't really need it myself. There was nothing. Now there are 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings, plus a big yurta which we use for Satsang, coming together. I didn't need all of this. I just did it as a feat of love for my master, really. And I keep it, most of the work I do it by myself. I am 72 years old. This is a very big place, and most of the work I do it by myself. And it's kept impeccable. It's very easy to talk about things. Very difficult to... Very easy to fantasize about things. Very difficult to be a real man. And a real man, you see him not just from his words, or her words, but from his acts, from what one does in his life, how one lives. So we are all very good at talking. You know, there are so many gurus, they are capable of doing nothing. They just talk. I know India better than I know Europe. Yeah, so many gurus are just, they should better go sweep the roads, I tell you. They would be more valuable. So anyway, I hope this meeting was of any relevance to you. That you got to hear something pleasing to you, something interesting. To end it, I sing another song, and then we stay a bit in silence. तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा बंधु आपे, तू मेरा भ्राता, तू मेरा पिता, तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा बंधु आपे, तू मेरा भ्राता, तू मेरा राखा सब निताई, तबो के ले आकर जियो, तू मेरा राखा सब निताई, तबो के ले आकर जियो, तू मेरा पिता, तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा बंधु आपे, तू मेरा भ्राता, तुम्हारी कृपा ते तुझ पहचाना, तू मेरी ओट, तू है मेरा माना, तुम्हारी कृपा ते तुझ पहचाना, तू मेरी ओट, तू है मेरा माना, तू मेरा पिता, तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा बंधु आपे, तू मेरा भ्राता, तू divina duja avarena ko तुझे बिना दूजा हमारे ना कोई, सब तेरा खेल आकार जियो। तू मेरा पिता, तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा बंधु आपे, तू मेरा भ्राता। जिया जानते सब तुझे उपाई, जीते जीते बाना तीते तीते लाई। जिया जानते सब तुझे उपाई, जीते जीते बाना तीते तीते लाई। सब कीचे कीता तेरा होवे, नाई कीचे आसारा जियो। तू मेरा पिता, तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा बंधु आपे, तू मेरा भ्राता। नाम दिया ये महासुख पाया, हर गुण गाओ मेरा मन शीतलाया। नाम दिया ये महासुख पाया, हर गुण गाओ मेरा मन शीतलाया। गुरुपुरे बाजी वादाई, नानक जीता बिकार जियो। गुरुपुरे बाजी वादाई, नानक जीता बिकार जियो। तू मेरा पिता, तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा बंधु आपे, तू मेरा भ्राता। तू मेरा पिता, तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा बंधु आपे, तू मेरा भ्राता। आज प्यारे सतगुरु आजा, अपनी सूरत मैनू वखा जा। आज प्यारे Satguru Aja. You can sing all those words. Apni surate mein vakaja Sidi Sadi Surat Teri Pyari Pyari Murat Teri Chear Rabda Jalavadi se Dile nul bavan Vale aja Aja pyare Satguru Aja Apni surate mein vakaja Sonamata Chitti Pagri Nure Chamake Hare Liv Lagri Ankia Prema Pyale Bariya Borvote Nur Palte Aja Aja Pyare Satguru Aja Apni surate mein vakaja Julfa teriya Resham Tara Nure ilahi diya Den chamakara Iqbal Sire Uta Dove alam baraja Aja pyare Satguru Aja Apni surate mein vakaja Mukra Swava Sahaj Dunbani Sunne Sunne Pava Kant Nishani Rasil Benyati mituri boli mitavanne tapate hirde diya ja aj pyare Satguru aja apni surate mainu bakaja suchidari chatite ave Bagio Nore Varsave Lali Namdi Bappai Mare Garibi Sikvan Valle Aja Aja Pyare Satguru Aja Apni surate mainu bakaja aja pyare Satguru aja apni surate surate mainu bakaja Come, beloved Sadguru, show me your face, your beautiful, beautiful face, your divine form. In your eyes one sees the radiance and the glory of God. You are the one who attracts my heart. Come, beloved Sadguru, come, show me your face. So when we see the meditation, I just guide you a bit into meditation. When we see the meditation, we should try to be well focused, well concentrated, well present. So we begin with our body. We pay attention to our body. And wherever we feel tension, wherever we feel stress, we try to give it up. We want to be fully relaxed. We want to be fully at peace. So that's the first step, making your body peaceful, relaxed, at ease. Just try to feel good with yourself, being at peace. Then we want to focus our attention. Now we should be with closed eyes. But even with closed eyes, we keep seeing something. Maybe we see a dark veil, but we see something. So there is something inside of us, like an inner eye, that keeps seeing, even with closed eyes. And this is what is called the third eye, the single eye, the mystical eye, by which we can see the light of God. So we need to focus this our eye in the middle of what we see in front of our forehead. And we need to look steadily, minutely in the center, without any strain, without any tension, sweetly looking in the center with full attention. And since we want to avoid thinking of anything, we need to repeat some kind of mantra. Because it's by the dual action of constantly looking in the center and repeating a mantra that the mind switches off, the attention becomes fully focused, and the inner vision opens. So if you're used to repeat any mantra, you can do it, or you can repeat just Sat Nam, which means truth is your name, eternal truth, which is not about any God, it's just truth. Truth is your name. So if we keep looking steadily, minutely, and with love and devotion we repeat the mantra, then the inner vision opens. This dark veil that we normally see disappears, and waves of light of different colors begin to come, which can be rolling waves of light or whirling waves of light. Whichever form they come, we just keep looking in the center. This way it becomes very intense, very bright, and it transmits to us a sense of bliss, peace, love, joy. A sense of being above this world. So let's stay like this for a while and see what happens. Om Namo Savam. Om Namo Savam. Om Namo Savam. Om Namo Savam. Savan Namo. Savan Namo. Savan Namo. Savan Namo. Om Namo Kirpala. Om Namo Kirpala. Om Namo Kirpala. Om Namo Kirpala. Kirpala Namo. Kirpala Namo. Kirpala Namo. Kirpala Namo. Om Namo Ajaibo. Om Namo Ajaibo. Om Namo Ajaibo. Om Namo Ajaibo. Ajaibo Namo. Ajaibo Namo. Ajaibo Namo. Ajaibo Namo. Ajaibo Namo. Ajaibo Namo. So thank you for coming, for listening, paying attention. Hope it was meaningful to you. We'll still be here for some few days, so if you want to come and join, you can see the program that we have. You're welcome. Okay, thank you.